So Viz, do you think I didn't hold men accountable just now?
No, I'm not saying that you didn't, but I
Okay.
feel like I do feel like it was the highlight was more so towards women. Well, I mean, we tell women all the time, yeah, y'all do hold the key to it. But it's the fact that niggas are shooting up the club raw. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that they not trying to be around or stick around with the broad.
Yeah, bro, but we gotta come on, man. Listen, let's keep it real. There is no way a woman can essentially allow you can't have unprotected sex with a woman unless she allows it, knowing that the burden is going to be on her. If I decide to disappear tomorrow, there's nothing she can do about it. So she needs to take that step to make sure she's protected against that if that's not what she wants. Because a man can disappear tomorrow. Not
But
only me,
but
this is something that I teach to my daughters, right? You're not
you
gonna
putting
come
it on
back
the
and say,
woman
well,
though, bro.
you say what?
I said that's putting it on the woman though.
That's because it is.
Well, no, I agree. It
Look,
is on the woman, but it's still at the end of the day, even if dude, you know what I'm saying, even if he don't want a seed out of her, you know what I'm saying, at least at the minimum, wrap up just so that you know that she ain't finna burn you. You know what I'm saying? So
well,
just going
yeah,
into it raw, period. If especially if it ain't your main, that's being negligent with your joint.
right, but what I'm saying is, even if you're not thinking of the potential negligence of uh, STD, you can still run as a man, right? The man doesn't have to be there. He can leave the woman holding the bag at any given time.
What?
So that way, if you are not protecting yourself, you can be stuck with that regardless. He could lie to you. He could play like he's the best man in the world, tell you all those good things, and then get you pregnant and disappear. That's why you should protect yourself unless you are sure this is something that is going to be profitable, not only profitable, but like right for both of you in building the family. Like I said, I tell my daughters, you're not gonna come back and tell me, oh, he said he was on the pill. You see how stupid that sounds? You know what I'm saying? If he won't wrap up, then there's nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? If the man will not practice safe sex, then just don't give him none. All you have to do is say yes. A man has to work to get it. All you have to do is simply say okay as a woman. You know what I'm
That
saying? So
that's that's fair,
you
but come
hold that.
on, Law. We all know as men on this panel, you know what I'm saying? We done been at one point in time we was with a chick and you done hit her a couple times raw, and it's like we said, fuck it, I'm gonna slide this off, you know what I'm saying, after a couple strokes, or you know what I'm saying, no, you know what? I done hit it a couple times, I think she's safe, so I'm gonna just go into a raw dog this time. Realistically, that shit happened, bro. But it's still being negligent with with your joint.
It's something that needs to be studied. Cause I like that example you gave about you hit it a couple times, ain't nothing happened when you had the condom on. So you want to take the condom off because nothing happened when you had the condom on.
Yeah, that's real, bro.
It is, but that shit, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like everybody did this shit, I think, before at one point or another. But that shit crazy. It's like, damn, she ain't got nothing because I didn't get nothing by being protected.
You know what I'm
It's a trick
saying?
bag you put yourself in.
So that's real. So just keeping it a buck. I mean, and again, Law, I get it 100%. Yeah, absolutely. The woman has to protect herself for sure. But I think the focus, especially with this being King's talk, is that men protect yourself at all times, because regardless if she say that she on the pill or you think that she clean, whatever the case may be, we see it happen constantly where a motherfucker get burnt or he'll end up knocking her up. She don't want to delete the baby. Now you stuck with the baby and now you caught up in this position. And at the end of the day, it was because you didn't wrap the motherfucker up. So at that point, all you can do is just blame yourself.
So I look, when I speak to young men or men, period, I speak to them like I'm speaking to my son or my nephew or any of his cousins or my son's teammates. Look here, man. fuck that kid. You ain't got to worry about that kid because that kid's gonna eventually grow up and move on. But that STD might stay with you for the rest of your goddamn life. So why are you going in there naked head? I don't understand. The pull-out game doesn't always work for you because it's a thing called ejaculation, pre-cum ejaculation. All that shit's real. So, dog, if every time you take a chance, you going up in a woman, you taking on a chance on getting these heifers pregnant. I know. I understand. She look good. Don't mean she clean. Don't mean you ain't the first or the only one she gave on the first night. I promise you that. So make sure you go in there with a goddamn raincoat on there. So that's how I speak to my son. So I wouldn't tell no other man the same thing. I'm not putting my faith into a woman like that. Why would I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I ever put my faith into one of these heifers, knowing they the way they move and operate? They looking at it to get me as a meal ticket. I mean, when I was in college, I thought like it. I moved like it. I taught my son like it. Don't accept a condom from a woman. Why would you ever accept a rubber from a woman? We don't know her intentions. So why would I do that? I wouldn't. And just like I teach my son and I taught his teammates and my nephew, don't do that. That's not how we operate. We don't just trust because she say, I'm on a pill. Bullshit. That could be all a goddamn lie because she's looking for a goddamn meal ticket. Or maybe she's already pregnant, but she's looking for to put somebody to child on because she don't really know who the daddy is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to put my son in that situation, and I wouldn't put nobody else's son in that situation. Like I said, it's not just them kids we got to worry about. Like I said, it's them STDs. That shit was going to stick with your ass for the rest of your goddamn life. Or it could take your life. I'll leave it there.
All right. Go ahead, Sherm. How you feeling about this, brother? You know, mute just
Man, honestly, bro, I don't even really recall what the guy was talking about because he was kind of all over the place. But one thing that did come to my mind was that a lot of people in America are in the class system, right? And so when we talk about black people, what type of black people are we talking about? Because we're not a monolith, you know, like a lot of us are on different levels. Like we can't say that just because we're all black men, we could get together on this panel and talk about King Talk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some of the people that might be lower class are making the people like us, which are of a higher class, look bad. And I really don't subscribe to that at all, bro. Because it's like saying more white people are on welfare than black people. Okay, cool. That might be a statistic. But also more white people are own more assets and they own more wealth than black people. You know what I'm saying? So with me, I really don't trust statistics because I don't believe that you sat there and interviewed every black woman in America to even come up with that statistic anyway. You know what I'm saying? They probably took a small group of people, asked them questions. Okay, it must be this. But who are those people? Where are they at? You know, what are you talking about? Because the majority of black people I see these days, I mean, I do see a lot of families. I do see a lot of involved fathers, especially my homeboys. You know what I mean? So even though they might be single mothers, I mean, they're single fathers. They're all playing their part. I see single fathers in white neighborhoods and all of that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I don't really like even getting into that or even, you know, bothering with even talking about that. But also, I will always say this: men are responsible because they carry the seed. You know, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the live sperm. Like we have beings that are being created in us that swim to an egg. The egg is just sitting there chilling. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not protective over your seed, then you're very irresponsible. I don't care if, you know, whatever. And then for me, I always looked at it like this. Even when I did slip up and a condom broke, and I was just like, when I was 17 or a teenager or whatever, and you know, it happened, you know what I'm saying, inside of the woman, and I was fucking devastated. I was so devastated, man. I was like, I really thought about committing suicide. Like, man, this broad cannot say that she got a baby by me. There's no fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was not cute, terrible. I'm talking about I was fucked up because at the end of the day, I was looking at it like no matter what, I'm gonna be there for my seed and I'm gonna be responsible. And this woman is gonna forever be able to say that she has my baby. And that is a lot for me personally as a man. And we have to start taking pride in ourselves and in our seed and in our legacy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like, oh man, she just had a baby. It's like, nah, bro, that is your legacy right there. That is energy that is forever connected to you. And so once we change our mindset about human life, the life that we give, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's not gonna really ever gonna change, because we look at kids like accessories, you know, like, oh, I got a baby. Oh, it's so cute. I'm gonna put things on it and do this and do that. Like, nah, bro, this is a real live human being, you know, that you're bringing into this world. You have to be careful. You know, I was even fucked up sometimes where girls was just like, you know, I want to have a baby with you because you have curly hair. And I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, that's why you would want to have a baby with me? Like, do you know how deep this shit is? You know what I'm saying? It's not just simple. So I never played with that, bro. I always was very, you know, particular of who I even like decided to take that risk with. You know what I mean? And I do have kids by 2 different women, yes, but both of those women have doctorate degrees. So I'm not fucking around. You know what I'm saying?
What?
That's all I'm gonna say.